What up, New Game in Order. This is Alex Lexus, the man, the myth, the juggernaut. And I'm coming at you just, like I said, I'm doing a lot more rough, raw videos, for my car or whatnot. Because you guys know that YouTube went ahead and hit the demonetization button on our channel. So I'm kind of trying to recover and figure out how we're gonna, sustain funds for like projects, Comic-Con, equipment, and what have you. So, probably start Patreon or whatever. But with that being said, just be on the lookout. We're doing some format changes, but in any case, I wanted to talk about something. I believe hell has frozen over, and I think, oh man, Sony actually caved in for the crossplay between the PC, well, not PC, but mainly Xbox and Nintendo. Now, Sony, I believe, also is eating humble pie because Nintendo done put them in the sharpshooter and made them tap out. No more Vitas. So they pulled out of the portable console space. And with that being said, I'm kind of pissed off because I supported the Vita day one. I have the day one edition of the PlayStation Vita. And I'm like, wow, really? The one time I really went ride or die for Sony, and then they freaking pulled the plug. That console or that unit had a lot of potential, but it's just that Sony wasn't supporting it. Case in point, but I think that Sony is learning a little bit and they're listening. When you have developers like Bethesda and others talking about that, if they don't open up crossplay, we're not going to develop for that platform. Sony is like, what? Who? Me? Hold on. So, also, that would have, with the way a lot of folks were talking, going into the PlayStation 5's, birth of life, you can't go into it with negative PR. So Sony got smart real quick, and for all the fans of gaming in general that actually spoke up and were very vocal about that, kudos to you, and kudos to the developers that actually took a stand with the gamers, because all that I see happening are good things. Now that digital wall that segregated all gamers from playing in the digital playground is gone. I kind of feel like today is historic in the fact that finally we truly will get to play together. So for whatever reasons, I have my theories, but for whatever reason that Sony reversed it, like you guys know, I have an axe to grind with that company. However, and this guy's trying to hit me. Yeah. However, I believe that they just didn't want to lose their lead. So they're in the lead. They have the largest install base for gaming right now. So it was only smart for Sony to do this. So yeah, I see a lot of people like, Sony, a good one, Sony, good kudos, Sony, and all this other stuff. It's like, if Sony could have gotten away with it, they would have continued. But they saw a potential backlash and folks, defecting to, other platforms. So they made the decision. It is what it is. I'm freaking happy because I want to see mainly games like Dragon Ball FighterZ. You open up the crossplay for that, it's going to be set. And now you're looking at faction wars, Xbox versus PlayStation, and you might be fighting on a different platform, but you're playing the same game, so you're still enjoying content. So even though folks might be at each other's throats, like fanboy wars or whatever, they're still enjoying games, and that's at the root of it, the most important thing. But that's my 2 cents. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. If now that we're demonetized, if anything you want to do to help New Game in Order sustain this website, that'd be greatly appreciated. But it's optional. But we're working on ways to recover from YouTube's ban hammer in that department. But shout out to Geeking Out, Thumbasher Gaming, Tough Nerd Toys, and our other brothers and sister stations. And we'll see y'all later. The man, the myth, the juggernaut. I hit you with the head crush. I'm out.